The final rickety Jenga piece keeping the teetering column of American society upright is the world's reserve currency, the U.S. dollar. Not to go into a girl-repulsing libertarian explanation of economics, but the U.S. dollar is the world's reserve currency, which, translated into English, means it's the strongest, most stable currency in the world. This means it's highly sought after by other countries because it has uses outside merely purchasing goods and services within the U.S. For example, in times of global crisis, many countries will purchase dollars as a safe haven or a store of value. International trade is largely denominated and settled in U.S. dollars because foreign countries' currencies are too volatile. And most black market transactions, drugs, weapons, prostitution, etc., are conducted in dollars, providing further global demand for Benjamins. Backing all this up is the United States' underlying economic production, as well as the relative corruption and ineptitude of any other country that might provide a rival world reserve currency. But ultimately, it's the power and might of the U.S. military and its nuclear weapons stockpile that ensures the U.S. dollar's reserve currency status. However, the dollar is not infallible, nor is it immune to the laws of economics, nuclear stockpile or not. And since 1971, the American people have absolutely destroyed the underlying economic fundamentals of their currency by printing off way more money than there's been economic growth, borrowing now over 125% GDP, financing a $30 trillion welfare state, wasting at least $10 trillion on worthless college degrees, working less, and promising people future government payments for welfare, Social Security, and pensions that we simply cannot afford. This recklessness and stupidity has not gone unnoticed by the global community. And though there is no apparent heir rival to the U.S. dollar now, many countries are divesting out of the decaying dollar and using other currencies to settle international transactions. Additionally, many governments are selling their dollars to diversify into other currencies, precious metals, and other hard assets. This lessens global demand for the dollar, lowering its purchasing power, which makes imports more expensive for Americans. Worse, with dwindling international demand for U.S. dollars, this means the only place those dollars can be used is within the U.S. economy. This prompts a return or repatriation of U.S. dollars to U.S. shores, which is another cause of inflation today. Still, the U.S. dollar will not collapse overnight, as it will take a while for a rival currency to dethrone it from its world reserve currency status. But if Americans do not get their communal financial acts together, which they won't, the day is coming. The U.S. dollar will lose its world reserve currency status. And when that happens, you will not be paying $300 for a 50-inch TV or $4 for a gallon of gas. You will likely be paying thrice that, along with literally every other item America imports. American standards of living will likely be halved, regardless of how many welfare checks we cut to ourselves.